going to fit the shelves into these uprights. So I need to trim the shelves. I've left them long just so I can get a final size once the cabinet was built. To make sure the shelves are spaced equally, I will put this spacer in here. So the spacer will go in here. And I'll run my shelf into there. Fix through the sides, and I know they're all equally spaced then. And then I'll move it to the next bay, and etc. all the way up for the next shelf, all the way to the top. Right, so with the spacer, pop it in, push the shelf up to it, and this allows me to get a mark here where I need to do my pilot holes. Now I can square off and pilot those holes. Okay, shelves are trimmed to the right size, holes pre-drilled so they're nice and flush. We'll obviously detail around that with a chamfer bit, and once we've got the top in position, we can then fix through. A little tip when you are using these battens, when you put them in, don't put them flat here because it gets quite tight and it's really difficult to get them out. So if you leave a little gap here, you can always get some purchase on it when you need to lift it out. One more here, final sand and a route, that's that done. To space this last section here out of this shelf, what I'm going to do is measure the overall height, which is 941, and then my MDF is 18mm, so I'm going to go 941 minus the thickness of the shelf, which is 18mm. That's what we've got. So that's our opening, and then we're going to divide it by 2, which is 461.5mm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a batten. So just repeat the process. Drill through. When you're drilling through on the back, let me show you. The bit will create a burr, so you can either run the drill bit back through just to knock the burr away, or you can use a chisel just to knock it off here like this. Totally up to you, doesn't matter which. Whatever suits, whatever's to hand. Right, just getting these uprights fixed into the base now. Okay, they're both in and secured down. I just need to go up to the top and find some studs to fix these back into, just to secure them, and then we can get a top on and get the middle section finished. So for this, I am going to actually have to use the step ladder to get up there. I use a step ladder because I don't get on with my real ladder. It's quite a sad story. But anyway. Okay, so I need to put some supports in here, which I'll put this one in. This is in and fixed, because I'm going to have a board running across the top that will sit on top of that, and of course in the middle there's no support with the cabinets on top, so there'll be some weight on top of that. So this will support that, and then we'll tie the front one into the back as well. However, so what I've done here, I know it looks like a bit of a mess, but if I take this back out, you can see I've put 2 pieces on the top, on the front, and 1 piece on the back. So basically, the 2 pieces on front, the first piece gives me the space that I want here. I want the first piece of MDF to sit flush with the face here, and then so this gives me, by sticking another piece on top, it allows me to be flush there. And same on the top, I want the top of the timber to sit flush with the top of the MDF cabinet here, so that one just allows it to hang like that. Same here, so we can just allow it to slot in. So we know I'm flush there, flush there, flush there, and flush there. It just helps when you're working alone to do little things like that. It takes literally 15-20 seconds and it's so much easier. So we'll get that fixed in and we can whip those bits back off. Okay, I've managed to get this boarded off and the piece on the front. So basically that's done, and now these are both cut, these back panels. I just need to route in the grooves. We want a groove running up. So I've marked them all off. This one's done as well, if you can see. Marked off all the way. So we'll get those routed out and we'll get them fitted. That completes, other than the two end panels, that completes this end panel here and one the other end. That completes the lower section. Okay, back panels in, routed, glued and pinned, all in there. So the bottom part of this unit is now finished. Well, say the middle part's finished. It's just the cabinets at the top to do. So it's done. Foot storage, shoe storage is done. The seating area is now done. The cabinets either side are done, and the top is done to where we need to start building the cabinets. So end panels are on there. So really, it's just, we're going in up there to two cabinets with 2 doors on. So there'll be 4 doors, 4 shaker doors up there. But that'll be for tomorrow.